The people have spoken. So here's my review of The Matrix Reloaded. First off, I think we can all agree that the original Matrix was an awesome movie, an epic milestone of science fiction history. It was cool, it was so uber cool, I mean it was fucking freezing. There were people in shiny black suits walking around doing kung fu moves against indestructible agents, you know, the laws of physics could be bent. It was hot girls in latex, I mean it had everything, humor, everything that you needed for a good movie. Except it also had a sequel called The Matrix Reloaded. And that's when the shit really hit the fan. I mean, it wasn't just me, I guess, that 10 minutes into the new movie, you're already thinking, oh shit, what have they done? And whereas the first one was cool, the second was so uncool. I mean, it was so beyond the border of uncoolness. It crossed the line of uncoolness. The line was a dot to them now. And it took itself so fucking seriously. I mean, compared to this movie and the acting in it, Tom Cruise is a Joker, alright? I'll just pick 3 scenes which set an example and the tone of this movie. So Neo's walking into this courtyard, which is an obvious trap, and is confronted by Smith, formerly Agent Smith, now the 100 Smiths. So he's warding off these dozens and dozens of Smiths, you know, kicking the shit out of them, kicking them everywhere, and there's just more and more rushing in, and he grabs this lantern pole, he bats them all away, and you're kind of thinking, yeah, where's this gonna lead? Well, I'm telling you where it's gonna lead. After a while, he sees that he can't win, and he just flies away. And you're kind of left with, what the hell was the point of that? Why didn't you just fly away in the first place? Oh no, we had to show how good our kung fu training was. Now the turning point for me was a party at Zion. You know, Morpheus gives this super inspirational speech that, yeah, you know, we can't just sit around on our asses, we gotta go into the Matrix, we gotta do something inspirational. But first, let's have a party. So like, all of Zion comes out and in sweat and ecstasy has this huge, horribly, tasteless techno party. You know, just this huge rave. And this is the point in the story where I thought, you know, in the first Matrix when Agent Smith mentioned that the machines were the cure and humanity was a virus, I was starting to think he was onto something. And this is where I started siding with machines, really. I thought, you know, I wouldn't really mind 250,000 Sentinels coming through the roof right now and just wiping humanity off the face of the earth. I think that would actually be a happy ending. But no, they didn't. It went on. It went on that they eventually went on a mission and met the Merovingian. And now, by now, I was just thinking they could not have fucking meant this seriously. I mean, what were they fucking thinking? It comes out, he's one of the oldest programs ever. He says, French is such a beautiful language, but he does not say that in French. He says it in English with a fucking French accent. What the hell are they thinking? I mean, either he's talking in French and they've got to understand it, which they probably could have learned in like no time from the operator or whatever, or they speak in perfectly legible English, but no, it had to be English with a French accent. And the surprising thing to me was, at any point in time in the story, I thought, wow, now they've hit rock bottom. It couldn't get any worse. And yes, somehow they found a cave beneath rock bottom that they could pull the level down to, and it was even worse than before. And that was like the only surprise I experienced in this movie. What didn't come as a surprise was the acting of Keanu Reeves. I mean, let's say he was never part of the Royal Shakespeare Company of actors to begin with, right? But in the first Matrix, I thought, well, he kind of fit the situation. You know, he's new, he's just this junior hacker dragged into the situation. Now he's got to accept that he's a chosen one and stuff. You know, he only has one facial expression, and that's to look confused. But since he was confused most of the first film, you kind of forgave him for that. But now he's like the chosen one. I mean, he can fly, he's super fast, he can read code and manipulate things and look into the future. Why the fuck is he still looking so confused? You know, try and get another expression, Keanu Reeves. I mean, even Vin Diesel, he's got 2 facial expressions. That acting just, you know, puked snot up my ass. It's like he gets worse every time. I mean, seriously, this movie is just one of those events in human history that should not have happened. You know, like the invention of the nuclear bomb, or the election of George W. Bush. I'm pretty sure it causes global warming, and watching this movie is going to make your partner cheat on you. It's going to make your hairline go up and your sperm count go down. Do not watch it. You have been warned.